Welcome back for our final part, guys. It's been a long one, but it has been a beautiful one. It's been nice spending time with you guys. Right, so we're on our last one. So I found out who that racist TikToker was. Yeah, so I found out who the racist TikToker was. Have you heard of Lily Gaddis?
Lily Gaddis, a US based influencer, faced heavy criticism after posting a TikTok live stream in Halloween 2025, where she used dark makeup, widely seen as blackface. Earlier, she had also used a racial slur in another video, which cost her a job. Though the incident was widely criticized, it mainly took place in the US influencer space, not the UK.
Thank you for correcting me.
Of course. I'm glad we could clarify that. If anything else comes up or you need further context on similar issues, just let me know. I'm happy to help.
Actually, there is something that's come up. Could you tell me, has Lily Gaddis, does she have a child?
I couldn't find any verified or credible information confirming that Lily Gaddis has a child. Some unverified online rumors mention she might have a biracial son, but no reputable sources have substantiated this.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so before we move on to Chad the Builder, Lily Gaddis was one of them. When she saw um Drewski, she said, right, that gives me a pass then. If you're gonna be going on if there's someone called Drewski that can be doing whiteface and taking the Mickey out of the the stereotypes of our people, then I that gives me a pass to do the same, doesn't it? It gives me the pass to do the same. And then she was going extreme with it, and there was one rumor that her child, after all of this racist videos that she was posting, this and that her own child, biological child, is mixed race. After her going online and talking about end this and black women are this way and black men are that way, come to find out. But again, like ChatGPT said, maybe it's just a rumor that she doesn't have a mixed race child. Because if she does, to have a mixed race child and to be going online with blackface and all that kind of stuff is just evil on so many levels. It's beyond Kemi, the leader of the Conservatives, Kemi evil. It's beyond that kind of evil. Do you understand? Right. So guys, let's get into right. So yeah. So after Drewski was doing those kind of things, it led way to people like Chud the Builder. Now, um, before we get into Chud the Builder, I just want to say when I first done my George Floyd original video, um, funny enough, where Nigel Farage is talking about there's a two-tier system and we're down here and you're up here and all of this kind of nonsense. In my Black Lives Matter, I talked about since black people are being oppressed by literally everyone, right? Everyone, including the same people that Nigel Farage is claiming is black under the Black Lives Matter umbrella, they're discriminating against black people as well. I said it's almost like we're down here, we're the lowest, we're beneath. That's what I said. About 3, 4 months later, this white guy's on the train now, and he's repeating the same words that I said in my video. Oh, you're beneath us. You're down here. You're nothing. You're down there. You guys. You know what, mate? And he's saying this on a public train in the UK with the black young generation, and they don't play around. I don't know how it is in America. I can tell you over here, their tolerance is very low for racism. Very low. Very low for racism. Especially when they're in groups. They're not going to tolerate. You're not going to get 5 or 6 black youths having someone mouth off to them for no apparent reason and they just take it on the chin. It's not going to happen. They've got too much pride for that. Way too much pride. This guy continuously goes on. You're beneath me. You're down here, mate. Compared to me, you're down here. Their stop comes off just before they get off the train. A few of them get off, and I think the last one turns around to this guy. Bam! Sparks him cleanly out on the train. If you search for it, you'll find it. I'm not going to find it because I don't want to incite kind of racial hatred and take you know take take humor in someone suffering or that kind of stuff. I don't want to go down that path. Yeah. But anyway, 5 years later, now after the Juki skit, we now have a guy called Chud the Builder. Yeah. Among all of the racism that's already happening to black people in America and around the world, we now have this influencer, white influencer, that apparently has engaged in, apparently that is that's cross-dressing, dressing up as a fairy, yeah. So he might be a member of the LGBTQ community. Suddenly he decides to grow a beard now. He's done with being a fairy now, and he, you know, now he wants to try and turn into some sort of masculine man, because he's about 6 foot tall. The guy's about 6 foot 4 inches tall. Tall lad, 6'3", 6'4". So he is quite intimidating. Let's be honest. He decides his fairy days are done. There's one black transsexual as well that says, "Look, I know Chud. Chud used to pay me to peg him. Yeah, I'm not going to say what peg is. Go and check it out for yourself. Yeah, Chud, something about prostate. I used to prostate something with Chud. I used to, yeah, it's a man that's now transitioned into a female. She says she used to peg Chud, so you can put one and one together. Chud used to be a nice person to her. Used to give her advice on what supplements to have and blah blah blah. Now 4 or 5 years later, he's totally changed now. He's no longer the fairy guy now that's sweet and kind. Now he's walking up and down the road calling black people the N-word. Check this out.
And do something. Especially when your officer comes up to me and says, "Hey, I've seen your content, but don't you think you kind of would expect this?" No, I don't expect people to break the law. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've broken no laws.
Caught him reporting somebody in person.
I got him on tape. He's wearing gray pants.
What he does is start shit, but then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something.
He got me.
But I'm licensed to carry too. We both licensed to carry. I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police. He just obviously started with somebody.
This situation. I don't like Chud. I think Chud is a bitch.
Right. So guys, I don't like him either, and I agree with you, he is one. Yeah. Chud the Builder going around for no apparent reason. Apparently one woman said she was with her kids, and Chud said something about your two little niggs or something towards her children. Luckily their dad wasn't there, but she was traumatized by Chud. Remember, this guy is 6'4". He must weigh at least 220, 30, 40 pounds. Big guy. And he's some black woman's walking with her kids and he's talking about N-word and he's filming it. And this guy's happy. You'll never see a Caucasian more happy than Chud when he's doing these things. What he's trying to do basically was to get some sort of reaction, because he's carrying a pistol on him as he's doing these things. And when people react, what does he do? He pepper sprays them, and if they try to physically get into an altercation with him, he then pulls out his gun. And if they go further than that, then he tries to kill them, because he knows that legally he can go legally, technically he may be able to get off on account that although he provoked them, it was under the First Amendment of speech where he could say whatever he wanted to say, and they shouldn't have put their hands on him. He had to protect his own life. That's what he was trying to do. And then what happened is he went on to TikTok or what, because it's not every platform that was just like Lily Gaddis. Lily Gaddis was eventually, she was earning a lot of money from being racist, and then at one stage I think there was so much of a backlash that they said to Lily Gaddis, right, you need to, no, that's it, we're done with you, and they kicked her off of her platforms. And she was earning quite a bit of money. She was earning money from being racist. It's as simple as that. Chud the Builder, exactly the same thing. I think his platform was X. Let me see. Let me ask. Chud the Builder, what platform was he mainly making money on? Was it X?
I couldn't find any verified information about Chatty the Builder earning money specifically on X. What I did find is that X has a creator revenue sharing program where creators need at least 5 million organic impressions in 3 months to get paid, but the exact earnings depend heavily on impressions, not just follower count. If you'd like, I can look deeper into influencer finance platforms for more details.
I didn't say Chatty the Builder, I said Chud the Builder.
I couldn't find any verified data on Chud the Builder's earnings from X. What I do know is that he recently made headlines for being arrested in Nashville after refusing to pay a restaurant bill during a live stream and using hate-filled language. Beyond that, there's no public breakdown of his earnings, and platform payouts on X remain opaque.
Yeah, so basically, Lily Gallus got cancelled. For some reason, this guy wasn't. And I think it was on, don't get me wrong, it could have been on Elon Musk's platform. Yeah. And he went on there. One of the things he said on there is, look, I can't wait to unalive one of these monkeys and then walk out of the jail and then walk out of the jail free while these monkeys protest or something like that. That's what he said. And then apparently he went outside of a court in America and there was a veteran there that suffered from PTSD, and Chud started going at him again. You end this, you end that, you end this. And the guy, I think, told him, said, look, walk away, man. You're triggering me now, right now. Walk away. You're triggering me. I'm an army veteran. You're triggering me. Please walk away, yeah? Chud continued. The guy then lashed out at Chud, and Chud, being the coward that he is, like we just saw in that clip, pulled out a gun and shot the guy. Shooting himself in the foot or in the knee twice himself, something along the lines of that. He shot himself twice as well, Chud, trying to kill this guy, unalive this guy. What's so shocking, what's shocking the most, isn't that Chud done this? It's not that he done this, because now he's facing potential murder charges and this and that, as well as many other charges as well, a list of things. Because he fired, like, his bullets like went all over the place apparently, possibly endangering a lot of other people as well, and he chose to do it outside of a court as well, plus the evidence of X as well. But what's so shocking is there was a site called Give Send Go that decided, look, let's start a FundMe page for Chad. Now if it was just typical GoFundMe, I wouldn't have a problem with it. What's so scary about it is this page here claims little did we know God was just preparing us. So let's read here, guys. Look, little did we know God was just preparing us for the plans he had for us. So basically it's some sort of like, these people believe that they're religious in one way or another. Spotlight and then shut down according to Battlefield had to take them out. After much prayer, discussion, so they're talking about God here. We had meetings daily and would talk about and pray for Give Send Go. Alright, so they're talking about prayers, they're talking about God. And then if we go to the very bottom of the page here and we read all what's highlighted here, it says the most valuable currency is God's love. Only God can meet the deepest needs of each heart. That's why we're grateful to have individuals and organizations dedicated to praying over our fundraisers. We pray for eternal results because those are ultimately the only outcomes that matter. The God we serve will always be bigger than money. Yeah. These people have the audacity to be talking about God, fundraising on behalf of God. This platform went out their way to support Chud the Builder. Through this platform, that's about church people and all of this kind of stuff, right? They have earned, I think they said close to 500,000. I think it's going up day by day to try to release Chud the Builder from jail. And that's what's scary, guys, because his donation, the racist Chud donations, are more than the veteran that was shot, veteran that went to war for America. His donations are half the amount of what Chud's are. And that's just to end this whole thing, that's Black Lives Matter. Thank you for listening, people. It's been a long one. I hope it met the same expectations or fulfilled the same expectations as my George Floyd what is white privilege video. And this one will be titled Henry is it Nowak? What is black privilege? Okay, but not in a way where I'm dogging the guy. Like I said already, he could be my son, my nephew, anyone else's child. Okay, but is it on the same level as Black Lives Matter? Does this incident suddenly mean that white people are suddenly now second-class citizens in their own country, and they have to bow down to every other nation? That's BS. You know that's BS. And I know that's BS. It's a tragedy what happened. The police were negligent for whatever reason. I'm sure now whoever those cops are sorry. I can guarantee the minute the boy died, they were sorry. They didn't need white people trashing cars and blah blah. They didn't need all of that. I can guarantee you they were sorry. They just got it wrong. Because a lot of the times when they turn up at scenes, it's the other way round. It's as simple as that. It's some most likely Caucasian guy that's harassed, group of people that's probably harassed some guy for being in their country, maybe mistaking them for a Muslim, asylum seeker, all those kind of things, giving them an airful of it. And like I said, I like Nigel Farage said, I get where Nigel Farage is coming from. He believes that people are taking over his country, putting a huge burden on the services that are already strained anyway. I get it. Yeah. So that's why police thought, you know what, here we go, another racist, another kid being abusive towards immigrants again. And they were just they didn't take it seriously. Do you understand? Now it's boiled into this whole black lives, white lives, all lives matter thing. Please stay away from the whole Black Lives Matter. Please don't dog that, because by dogging that, you're dogging Trayvon Martin. I can give you a whole list of black people that have died. Even since George Floyd has died, God knows how many other black people have died by the hands of police. Did you see the video on the woman where the guy turned up to the woman's, two cops turned up to some woman's house? She called them, by the way. She called them for whatever reason. They turn up and they start speaking to her in a certain way, and she turns around and says, you know what, go away, I rebuke you, you devil, blah blah blah. She's by the kitchen and there's boiling hot water there, and they can see she's being a bit strange around the water, and she goes, look, just go away, I rebuke you. Remember, she called them there for whatever reason, for protection, and they start speaking to her in a way where she's a bit scared. So she says, go away, I rebuke you in the name of Satan, blah blah blah. She's near the boiling hot water, and this police officer from a distance, because you can see she's about to maybe throw the boiling hot water, decides to unalive her in her own home. Do you understand? That's Black Lives Matter. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. I love you all. Look, yeah, like I said, I'm part of the Church of Almighty God. There is no black people are better, white people are better. There's none of all of that. But let's not, please don't, please, let's not mistake all of those black people that have died by the hands of police over here and in America due to just the color of their skin being black. Okay. Another prayer goes out to Henry I think it's Nowak. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Peace out.